Hi everyone, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and I'm just back with another tutorial, and today I've got quite a nice simple project for you, and it's Christmas cards. Now I wanted to make some using my scraps because I've accumulated quite a lot of them, and also envelope paper. Now I think quite a lot of you bought the real red envelope paper that was on the clearance rack, which is this one, and obviously when you've made an envelope you're left with quite a lot of scraps, and I thought, well, it's such a shame to throw them away, so I've been using them on my cards, and you know, I've put them inside, and honestly, you know, it's great quality because even for envelope paper it is quite thick. And another bonus is, rather than using cardstock, you know, say if you want to put a nice inside your card, if you get us, using normal cardstock can like weigh them down, and you know, they can, one side of them can be quite heavy. So envelope paper is a great way to get some layers without making the card too bulky. So I'm going to show you how to make it, well, make a version of this, and they're just 4x4 cards, and obviously I've made the matching envelope from the envelope paper on the envelope punch board. Okay, because I know you know, some people have got a lot of cards to make and a push for time. You know, also, you know, you might have forgotten to make some for, you know, different people, and then because they're quite quick to make, so you can knock quite a few of these up quickly. So what I'm using is Whisper White, and this is just cut at 4 inches by 8, and all we're going to do is score this at 4 inches on the long side. So we'll scoreboard out, and on the long side score it at 4. Okay, and that'll give you your card. And then before I put the scoreboard away, also what I want to do is the front of my card, if you can see on this, I've created these really nice score lines, and I think it just gives a, you know, an extra something to your card. So I want mine on the front, but obviously when you want them lines you have to score it on the reverse so that they pop through. So just get the side that you want them on, and I want 2 coming down here and 2 coming across there. So I know I need to score here. So I'm just going to put 2 score marks in. The first one is at 3.5 inches, and then I'm moving along to 3 3/8. Okay, so that just gives me 2 score marks there. I know it's hard to see because it's white. Hopefully see it better on that side. And then I'm going to turn it round because I want 2 running this way. So again, 3.5 and 3 3/8, and that just gives me 2, you know, there you go, some lovely decorative score lines on your card, and obviously you can put them anywhere you like. So that's that done, and what I've got as well is some of the I've got some of the envelope paper. Now I've cut 2 pieces. The first one is 2 inches by 3.25, and this one is 1.5 by 3.25. And again, just another scrap from the Candy Cane Lane, which is 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I've got the triple banner punch. I love this punch, it's fantastic. And I'm just going to make banners from them. So the biggest one can only be 2 inches. So I'm just going to pop it in and press it down, and you've got instant little banners. Same with this one, just get this in the middle because this is 1/2 inch smaller, and make sure you put the banner on the right side, so this will have to go in upside down. And there's our little banners. Okay, so taking our card, I'm just going to arrange where I want my little banners, and I'm going to have the first one just beside those score lines, and then I'm going to put this other red one here as well, because I want to fill quite a bit of the card with them. And then I'm going to put the Candy Cane Lane one just roughly in the middle of them, and it just creates, I think, you know, a nice little effect. So for them I'm just going to use some fast fuse to stick them down. So I'm going to start with the big one first, and just a few little pieces on, that's all you need, a few little strips, and just get this nice and straight. And obviously, you know, you don't want to stick it over your pretty score lines. And we'll go, and the last one. And I'm just going to try and get this in the middle of these two here. There we go. I think straight away that just looks so pretty, the red with the Whisper White. Now for my little sentiments, I'm using Oh What Fun. This is a fantastic stamp set for Christmas, it really is. And I'm using quite a few. I'm using Jolly, because I'm doing the inside of the card. Jolly, Happy Christmas. I'm using the little ivy leaves, this little decoration here, and also this little decoration here. So what I want to do is, I've already gone ahead and cut out a scallop oval in gold foil, again the envelope paper, and a stitched shape in Whisper White, and they're just going to lay it onto there. So the Whisper White, I want to do a little bit of heat embossing with this. So take my little oval here, and I want to heat emboss Jolly, and then the idea was to put the little shape underneath, but I don't know if I might get this on. I think I might have cut out a smaller oval by mistake, but I can try. So I'm just going to give it a wipe over first. I've got some Versamark here, and I'm just going to ink up my Jolly sentiment, and I'm going to try and stamp this quite close to the top to see if I can fit the little line on that I like. Okay, and I'm also going to heat emboss it with gold powder, so I'm just inking up this little line, and it's going to be quite tricky because obviously you can't see it too well. I think that's okay. So I've got some gold powder. I need to get some more of this now, because I was heat embossing the other day and stupid me went and spilled half the tub, and it went all over the floor and all over the desk and everywhere. So I'm still finding bits of it now. There, I think that looks quite pretty actually. So we're going to heat set this. Just let the heat tool heat up a little bit. go, there's our gorgeous little sentiment, which is heat embossed. So I'm now going to start layering these together, and again I'm just going to use some fuse for these. So the red is going to go onto the gold. Just a couple of strips of this down, and just try and get this relatively even. I know it can be quite tricky with these. And then this one's going to go onto there. There we go, and then that is going to get stuck onto our little card about there. And I think for that bit I will use some dimensionals, so I'm just going to pop 4 on here. Oops. Okay, so that is just going to go about there, which I'm quite happy with that there. I think that looks so pretty, you know, considering you can just make them out of little scraps, you know. So now I want to do the inside of the card. So again, I've got some of the real red envelope paper. This is cut at 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. And then I've got another piece of Whisper White, which is cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that should layer quite nicely onto there. And you've just got that nice little border, and I think it just adds a bit extra to it really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop fuse on the back of the Whisper White. And I'm going to attach that to the real red paper. Just check I've got that right. So there's only, you know, a really small thin border around the outside like that. And then before, no, actually I think I might just do this while when it's stuck. And then again I'm going to attach some fuse to here, and this is going to get stuck into our card. And then I just want to do a little bit of stamping, whoops, on the inside. There we go. Definitely just adds and you know, something extra when people open the card. I think it adds a lot more to it than just being, you know, plain inside. So I've got Happy Christmas, and I'm going to stamp that in the middle, and for that I'm going to use real red. Just get this inked up. Yeah, that looks okay to me. So roughly in the middle of the card there'll still be some room to write your message. Okay, and I have got one of this, the little bauble thing, and I was just going to stamp this there with some Emerald Envy. And I'm just going to pop that in the little gap just there. There we go. And then the little ivy that I've got here, I want to stamp them in the corner. So I'm going to put one in each corner. I just think it looks so pretty. There we go. And then to finish the card off, I've got some of these lovely little metallic shapes. There's gold and silver, and I'm going to use gold, I think. And I'm just going to pop, I'm going to put a little gold star on the, just there on the sentiment, and I'm going to pop a little gold circle there and a one there, and I'm going to put one there and one there, and there we go. You know, I just think it's a fab idea. You know, use up your scraps, use your envelope paper, you know, I mean, why not? There's, you know, nobody's going to know that it's envelope paper as such, you know, and your card doesn't weigh too much now either, because if I'd put, you know, a thick piece of real red in there, and, you know, it would have weighted it down. So I just think it's a great way to make quick, simple little cards, but they just look so pretty, you know, they really do. So anyway, I hope you've liked this tutorial. I'll be back on Sunday with another one, so I'll see you then. Take care and bye for now.